Zoe Kravitz is getting canceled right now after she called out Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock. Zoe shared her disapproval of Will Smith's controversial slap at the Oscars, and people were not happy with her. If you somehow missed it, Chris made a joke about Jada's lack of hair, saying that he couldn't wait to see her in G.I. Jane 2. Will then reacted emotionally, got up out of his seat and slapped Chris. He then quickly returned to his seat and yelled twice at Chris for him to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. The incident shocked the celebrities in attendance as well as everyone watching from home. Many were confused and couldn't tell if this was somehow a staged sketch that they had planned or if it was an unscripted reaction. In two separate posts though, Zoe threw some shade at Will Smith. In her first caption she writes, "Here's a picture of my dress at the award show where we are apparently attacking people on stage now." Then in another post she wrote in the caption, "And here is a picture of my dress at the party after the award show where we are apparently screaming profanities and attacking people on stage now." Now she didn't mention anyone by name, but everyone knew who she was talking about. And because of this take, everyone that was a fan of the Smith family decided to expose Zoe Kravitz on Twitter. I mean, the cancellation of Zoe Kravitz happened immediately. One person kicked off the cancellation by quoting Zoe and calling her a predator for what she said previously about Jaden Smith. In the screen cap posted to Twitter, Zoe apparently said, "There were moments that I was hanging out with Jaden and thinking, I can't believe you're 14. I have to check myself, like what I say to you. He has so much personality and so much swag. He is so much cooler than I am. And he's so handsome. I was like, when you're older, you know, we'll hang out. Nope, that's inappropriate. You're 14. With another person adding, "Why was Zoe Kravitz at 26 years old attracted to 16-year-old Jaden Smith? The F is wrong with her." Attached to that tweet was a video from a red carpet interview where Zoe had gushed that she had brought a then 16-year-old Jaden to the award show as her date. Other people also took issue with her supporting the problematic Alexander Wang, as well as dating Ezra Miller when they were only 17 or 18, while she was in her 20s. A lot of people though were commenting on how Twitter was holding on to these receipts until the Oscars slap happened. It's not like this is new information that Zoe had inappropriate relationships, but whenever someone doesn't like what you say about their favorite celebrity, it's like suddenly the cancel culture mob comes running out. I'm not defending Zoe Kravitz at all for what she did, but it is wild to watch how quickly Twitter is willing to drag someone after they say something that they don't like. If you were also upset about the Zoe and Jaden situation, then why didn't this happen on Twitter earlier? One person echoed this and said, "Cannot believe y'all were just sitting on all these Zoe Kravitz receipts," with another person replying to that and saying, "So it's like, were y'all being fake this whole time, acting like you was riding for her but whole time got ammunition to use against her? Typical." Hailey Bieber is now getting backlash for her response to the Oscars 2022 Will Smith slapping of Chris Rock. Yesterday we saw Zoe Kravitz get canceled for her thoughts on the matter along with Judd Apatow and many more celebrities. The Will Smith fandom seems to be out in full force and they are attacking anyone who believes that Will was wrong for what he did. But stick around to find out why Hailey Bieber is getting so much hate right now. To remind you, Zoe Kravitz in two separate posts threw some shade at Will Smith. In her first caption she wrote, "Here's a picture of my dress at the award show where we are apparently attacking people on stage now." Then in another post she wrote in the caption, "And here is a picture of my dress at the party after the award show where we are apparently screaming profanities and attacking people on stage now." Now she didn't mention anyone by name, but everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. And because of this take, everyone that was a fan of the Smith family decided to expose Zoe Kravitz on Twitter. I mean, the cancellation of Zoe happened immediately. One person kicked off the cancellation by quoting Zoe and calling her a predator for what she said previously about Jaden Smith. In the screen cap posted to Twitter, Zoe apparently said, "There were moments that I was hanging out with Jaden and thinking, I can't believe you're 14. I have to check myself, like what I say to you. He has so much personality and so much swag. He is so much cooler than I am, and he's so handsome. I was like, when you're older, you know, we'll hang out. Nope, that's inappropriate. You're 14. With another person adding, "Why was Zoe Kravitz at 26 years old attracted to 16-year-old Jaden Smith? The F is wrong with her." And attached to that tweet was a video from a red carpet interview where Zoe had gushed that she had brought a then 16-year-old Jaden to the award show as her date. Other people also took issue with her supporting the ever so problematic Alexander Wang, as well as dating Ezra Miller when they were only 17 or 18 and she was in her 20s. Now Hailey Bieber is also getting flack for showing support to someone that the internet recently deemed problematic. Apparently after liking Zoe's Instagram posts that were taking shots at Will Smith because he slapped Chris Rock, people have begun to turn on Hailey. The original post was deleted, which kicked off Hailey's cancellation on Twitter, but someone had screen capped what this Twitter user wrote about her upon seeing that she had simply liked Zoe's post. In the since deleted tweet they said, "Your husband hates you, you're jobless, your brain is rotting, you're barren, you're a child, your uncle is a your dad is bankrupt, and your friends are always laughing at you behind your back at Hailey Bieber." And following that, people were quick to encourage the user behind this tweet, like this one user who said, Hailey Bieber liked Zoe Kravitz's post, and the caption was basically defending Chris Rock, and random non-famous homegirl bodied Hailey for liking the post. On top of that, many people started tweeting out receipts of Justin treating Hailey poorly. Another user tweeted along with a video of Justin closing the car door on Hailey and said, "Hailey Bieber liking that Zoe Kravitz post like her husband doesn't treat her like this." Then in a separate tweet they said, "I'd be mad too seeing another man defend his wife knowing mine slams doors in my face." Then on top of all of that, things got really serious when people started posting older screenshots that outed Hailey as a racist. In their tweet, the user posted several screenshots of tweets from Hailey and said, "I was showing my sister why I'm laughing about Hailey Bieber and Alec Baldwin putting their input in the whole Will Smith Chris Rock debacle. Like a racist and a should be the last people talking." Coming in number 10, Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow is an actress, activist, and former fashion model who has appeared in more than 50 films. She has won numerous awards, including a Golden Globe, and been nominated for 3 BAFTA awards. After seeing what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, though, she decided to weigh in on the situation. In a series of tweets, Mia said, "It was just a joke. Jokes are what Chris Rock does. Always has been edgy. This was a mild joke for him, and I love G.I. Jane." Adding, "What I saw was one of Hollywood's most powerful movie stars stalk onto a stage to strike a comedian for an unfortunate joke about his gorgeous wife's shaved head. Anyone who is okay with that has probably never been hit by a powerful man. As we advise our kids, use your words." In at number 9, Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is an actor and voice actor. He is known for playing Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars film series. He's also won 3 Saturn Awards for the role, and his other film appearances include Corvette Summer and The Big Red One. In response to Will slapping Chris, he tweeted out a photo of the slap and said, "Stand-up comics are very adept at handling hecklers. Violent physical attacks? Not so much." In at number 8, Kathy Griffin. Comedian Kathy Griffin was another celebrity giving her 2 cents on the whole situation. She tweeted out in response to Will slapping Chris and said, "Let me tell you something, it's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically attack a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters." Although many people in her replies were quick to pull up that photo of her holding a ketchup-covered Donald Trump head as if to say that she condoned violence. Griffin made a valid point though, this will set an awful precedent for people feeling like they can just approach a comedian on stage if they don't like what's being said. In at number 7, Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner is a director, actor, and filmmaker. As an actor, Reiner first came to national prominence with the role of Michael on the CBS sitcom All in the Family, a performance that earned him 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. In reaction to the Will Smith Oscars slap, he said, "Will Smith owes Chris Rock a huge apology. There is no excuse for what he did. He's lucky Chris is not filing charges. The excuses he made tonight were BS." In at number 6, Maria Shriver. Maria Shriver is an American journalist, author, and member of the Kennedy family, former First Lady of California, and the founder of the nonprofit organization the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. In response to the Will Smith incident, she tweeted out, "Will Smith says he wants to be a vessel for love. Love is not violent. Love is not what was displayed on a global stage tonight." Adding in another tweet, "We should never get to a place where we sit and watch a movie star hit someone on global television, then moments later get a standing ovation while talking about love." In number 5, Nicole Hannah-Jones. Nicole Hannah-Jones is a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter covering racial injustice for the New York Times Magazine and creator of the landmark 1619 Project. As an American investigative journalist, she is known for her coverage of civil rights in the United States. In response to Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, she tweeted, "I'm tripping that you can attack someone on live television on stage at the Oscars and just take your seat and watch the rest of the show." Adding in 2 more tweets, "This is insanity. What is happening?" In number 4, Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow is a comedian, director, producer, and screenwriter. He is also the founder of Apatow Productions, through which he has produced and directed the films The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, Funny People, This Is 40, Trainwreck, and The King of Staten Island. In response to what took place at this year's Oscars, Judd wrote in a since-deleted tweet, "He could have ended his life. That's pure out-of-control rage and violence. They've heard a million jokes about them in the last 3 decades. They are not freshmen in the world of Hollywood and comedy. He lost his mind." And the person who reposted his deleted tweet also commented on the matter and said, "Judd Apatow getting ratioed to hell feels like a fitting end to the night." In number 3, John Leguizamo. He first rose to fame with a co-starring role in Super Mario Bros. As Luigi and a supporting role in the crime drama Carlito's Way. In response to what happened at the Oscars, he told Entertainment Tonight that at first he thought that the moment was a sketch until he realized that there was no punchline to what happened. He went on to say, "I thought Will's performance was amazing and I'm sorry that he tarnished it with this behavior. I mean, nobody likes to be made fun of, but you gotta have a sense of humor about yourself. Can't take yourself that seriously. I mean, we're just acting, you know? Let's just relax." In at number 2, Howard Stern. Howard Stern is an American radio and television television personality, comedian, and author. He is best known for his radio show, The Howard Stern Show, which gained popularity when it was nationally syndicated on terrestrial radio from 1986 to 2005. He has since been broadcasting on SiriusXM satellite radio since 2006. And during his show on Monday, the radio host spoke about the Will Smith-Chris Rock incident and said, "This is a sign of great mental illness when you can't control your impulse. Not only that, it was hardly an insulting joke. It was not even a good joke. You don't provide security? You don't have someone come up there? Chris Rock was just trying to make people laugh at the effing ceremony, which was so long and boring." And last but certainly not least, our number one spot, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is an actor, comedian, writer, and producer known for his energetic slapstick performances. Carrey first gained recognition in 1990 after landing a recurring role in the American sketch comedy television series called In Living Color. After hearing what happened to Chris Rock, Jim told CBS's Gayle King that he was sickened not only by Smith's actions but by Hollywood celebrities who still gave Smith a standing ovation for his Best Actor win for King Richard. He went on to say, "Hollywood is just spineless en masse, and it felt like this is a really clear indication that we aren't the cool club anymore. I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous. That insult is going to last a very long time. If you want to yell from the audience and show disapproval or say something on Twitter, that's fine. But you do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words."